Well, hey there, friends. It's coming up to that time of the year where we're all talking about and thinking about planning. And one of the things that we need to plan is what our Instagram is going to look like for 2021. Well, that can be really overwhelming. So I have this new concept I want to share with you, and it's called the thumbnail plan. And I want to break it down for you, make it really easy for you to create a plan for 2021 that's just not so overdone. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Episode 211 starts right now. Welcome to the Lora Shipman Show minicast, a special edition of my podcast where it's just you, me, my mic, your earphones, plus quick tips and hacks you can implement immediately to improve your life and your business. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. Let's dive in. Well, hey there, everybody. I am so glad that you are here with me today because it is absolutely my most favorite day of the week, and that is minicast day. And if you have not been here for a minicast before, you're missing out. But I'm glad you found us today. Today's the day I give you a shot in the arm of value. You learn something, but then the trick is you have got to go execute what you've learned. And today we're talking all about how to build a thumbnail plan for Instagram in 2021. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so if you can, grab a pen and a piece of paper and we'll just build this thing out while we're sitting here. The first thing you're going to put on the piece of paper is goals. You need to define your goals. What is it that you're looking to gain from Instagram in 2021? So some things that you consider to measure would be like brand awareness, maybe website traffic, email list growth, build a community around your brand, those sort of things. So go ahead, put me on pause for a second and sketch out a couple of the goals that you really want to accomplish with your Instagram account in 2021. Okay, now that you have your goals mapped out, it's time to talk consistency. We need to determine how many times per week you will post to your Instagram account and then commit to that schedule. So my recommendation is a minimum of 3 times a week. Now I do 5 times a week and sometimes I do it 2 times per day. So figure out what makes sense for you, what feels right for you, for your business and your overall brand goals, not just your social media goals, but as a business, what number feels right to you, and then stick to that. In this area, you may also want to include actually who's going to be doing your social media for you. Does it look like you doing it? Does it look like you outsourcing it? Is it a combination between you doing it and someone outsourcing it for you? So figure out what that looks like and write that down. So go ahead and put me on pause and write all that out. What does your consistency plan look like? The next area we're going to talk about is content, and we're going to define your content pillars. So last week I actually did a whole podcast episode on content pillars, so I recommend you go back and listen to that so you're clear on what a content pillar is. But basically what you're going to do is figure out what topics you'll be covering the most throughout the year. I think you should select somewhere between 3 and 5 what I call bread and butter type categories that you and your brand should be known for during 2021. So go ahead, put me on pause and figure out what those 3 to 5 topics are going to be for you, your business, and your brand in 2021. Okay, the next thing we're going to work on is content type. This is the way you're going to deliver content to your audience, and it makes a huge difference. So what type of content is most likely to win with your audience? Is it going to be static posts where you just take a picture and write a little micro blog in the caption? Or is it going to include video? Is it going to include Instagram Reels, IGTV, stories, quotes, infographics, mini trainings, and the list goes on. Now I threw a lot at you right there. I don't think you have to do all of those things, but I do think you have to have a good creative mix of how you're going to get your message out there in 2021. So go ahead, put me on pause again and really think that through a little bit. What is your content type going to look like? Now, this next one is going to take a little bit of research on your end, and it's putting together your hashtag database for 2021. Chances are you already have a database for 2020, and you're probably just going to add to it. And I think this should be a living document, something that gets updated quite regularly. So do your research, go ahead and see what other people in your niche are using, what makes sense for you in your business, and what hashtags or keywords are going to make you most discoverable by your target market. Now, this could take you some time. If at the time of this recording that the hashtags are turned back on in Instagram, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and dive into those hashtag hubs and see what posts are showing up there and what hashtags people are using on other posts within that hashtag hub, so you can get a good cross section of hashtags for your business. So go ahead, put me on pause and work on creating some hashtags, new hashtags for your business that you're going to really focus on for 2021. Okay, my friends, that's it for the thumbnail plan. It's pretty simple, right? And straightforward. It kind of covers the main points that you want to focus on for Instagram in 2021. If I were to add one thing to this plan, it would be engagement. What would my engagement plan look like for 2021? How much time am I going to carve out for engagement? Who's going to be doing the engagement? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be somebody I outsource it to? How often am I going to engage? How many new accounts am I going to reach out to on a daily basis? All that kind of thing. I would also add in, if I were going to add one more thing to this plan, but I wanted to keep it pretty simple so that you guys have actually more of a content strategy, because content is the most important thing for your Instagram. If you don't have killer content, then you really don't have an account. So content is key and content is king. So go ahead and kind of work on that plan a little bit, but it's only a couple of steps and it's something that you can remember and share with others on your team if you have a team, and it's nothing that's too convoluted that you can't get it accomplished. All right, my friends, that does it for this mini cast. Now you know what to do. Your job is to go out there, execute what you've learned here today. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay social. Hey, before you go, I have a question for you. Are you loving the show? Let me know about it. Take a screenshot of the episode you are listening to and drop it in your social media posts or stories. Or better yet, give this show a review on iTunes or your favorite podcast app, letting me know that you listened in. If you have a topic or a show idea, please don't be shy. I want to hear from you. Send me an email or a DM. I would love to hear your suggestions. All the links are in the show notes. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you, as always, for tuning into the show today and every day you listen in.